Hi guys, and welcome back to another video of Gaming with the Powers. I'm Jake.
I'm Sierra.
And today we're going to be looking at the brand new Kickstarter game, Hunters of the Lost Creatures by Wonderbow Games. So we're going to go ahead and give our review. As always, we're going to take a look at the table first, show you how it's set up, show you kind of how it's played, talk about the game a little bit, and then we'll meet you back up here to give you our opinions and reviews. Okay guys, so here we are at the table. We have everything set up for a two-player version of the game. And so the premise of Hunters of the Lost Creatures is you are going to have hunters that are going to be assigned to the different regions. So there's 4 different regions in the game. You have the plains, which are yellow, the sea, which is blue, the forest, which is green, and the air, which is pink. And so you're going to be playing these hunters, and whoever plays the most hunters at that location, then you will collect that creature. And so as you can see, some of the creatures have points on them, and whoever has the most points at the end of the game will win. So basically what that's going to look like is, if you notice here, there's hunters of each... Ooh, I'm cheating. I have three. There is hunters of each color. So these are my water hunters. These are the only hunters that I could play at the water location. And so in the 2-player version, you're going to select 2. It can be any 2 you want. So it doesn't have to be 2 blue or 2 yellow. It can be 1 green and 1 yellow, 1 blue, 1 pink, however you want to. It's just whoever has the most hunters that got sent to that location will go ahead and claim that creature. And then you'll put the creature in your little tableau in your park, and then you add up the points. So what we're going to go ahead and show you kind of how a turn is played, and then we're going to talk about some other aspects of the game. So first of all, I'm going to put down... Okay, so you're going to start by putting your cards face down, and then you'll flip them over at the same time. Boom. Okay, so as you can see, I chose a green and a blue, and Sierra chose a green and a yellow. So in this particular instance, since both of us chose a green hunter, we do not claim this creature, right? We are tied for it, so nothing happens. We both kind of miss our shots. So then, since I chose the blue, I will take the blue card. Now, if you notice, this is not a creature card, this is a trap. So anytime you collect a trap, what a trap does will allow you is you immediately discard it, and you will get the top card of the deck. So I get a blue shark automatically, and I will add him to my little tableau over here, and this guy will go back into, my hunter goes back into my hands. And then I will refill the pile. Oh man, another troll.
I played my yellow hunter. Are you ready? So I'm just going to get the... was it Smelliphant, and put them in my grouping, my tableau. And
then you will flip over the next card, and you will resume play on and on until there's the regular version is until there's only 1 deck left. The shortened version of the game is when there's 2 decks left that have not been emptied. And so if you can see, you know how they're empty is if the basic plain card or the basic water card is the only one that's showing. That's when a region gets emptied of creatures. Okay, so the other thing we want to address is, let's say, what happens if you play 4 of the exact same color. So let's go ahead. Me and Sarah are going to play 4 yellows right here. So if we play 4 of the exact same color, because there's so many hunters at one time, the creature is going to get spooked, and the creature will run away, and he will run directly into the discard pile. So that's what can happen if that. And then you'll flip the card over, and you'll go like that. Okay, so the couple other things is, as you can see, this thief card, we just drew it. It's a thief. You collect the thief like normal. You would put down your cards, and if you have the most hunters at that region, you collect the thief. What you can then do is play the thief down.
He goes in your hand when you collect him.
Correct. He goes into your hand, and then let's say the next turn I play the thief. I play the thief, and then just another card, the blue. So if Sierra, so what I can do is, the thief can steal creatures from another person's park, okay?
For the region that it's from.
Correct. So this guy is a yellow thief, so I would only be allowed to steal a yellow creature. So she just so happens to have a yellow creature, so then I could steal that creature into my park. Now, Your park is always considered open unless you play a card in your hand called the parked closed card. You start with 3 of these in your hand, as well as along with all your other hunters that are in your hand, and you can play these at any time. And what this will do is I'll play this just with my normal guy. Bam, my park is now closed. Nothing can get in, nothing can get out. So if she plays the thief and I play the park closed, she cannot steal any of my cards that are in my park over here. Okay, again, once you use this card, it goes straight into the discard pile. The last thing I think is the troll card. So you have like a troll of fakes, a troll of sock puppets. Okay, in the rules it says that whenever you claim a creature, you can put that creature in anybody's park, right? So let's say I got the Siamese cat. I could put this in my park. I could put it in her park. I could put it in anybody else's park, but it's going to score me points. So why would I put that in somebody else's park besides mine? But it's good because let's say I claim the troll of fakes. Now I can put that in either my park or her park. Well, it's a -10, so obviously I want to put it in Sierra's park so that she loses 10 points. So that is how the trolls work. And there's 1 troll for each individual thing. There's 1 thief for each region. There's 1 trap card for each region. And then the last thing is you have 2 other cards called a tornado and a catapult. Now normally you would mix one of these in each individual deck and then mix it up, but for the purposes of this review, I left them out so you can just see them. They act like any other normal card. You would put down your hunters in order to claim them. They go straight into your hand, and then you play them to activate them. So the tornado, I believe when you activate this, you're allowed to switch cards with an opponent in their park. So you take 1 card in your park and flip it, and then the catapult allows you to discard 1 card from the opponent's park as well. And again,
or your park,
or my park.
It's just discard a card.
Yeah. And again, these can be stopped by your park close, by your park's close. Okay, so I hope you guys got a grasp of how the game works. We'll go ahead and do 1 quick turn so you can, again, to show you guys how it works, and then we'll be back up top for the review. So let's see what we got up there. Okay. We'll play those 2 cards. All right, flip them. So I play, so in this case right here, I got greedy and went for the troll of fakes. So I collect the troll of fakes.
Because he's higher than my blue.
Because I'm higher, but because she's played the park closed, I cannot put this troll in her park, so I'm forced to put the troll into my park. So now I have lost -10 points. And then we would fill it back up, she would discard that, and play would resume until the end of the game, and voila.
One thing I would note is when we are collecting our creatures, if you get certain collections of creatures, so I think it's a 3, 2, 1 of 1 certain color, or 0, 1, 2, 3, and 10 of a certain color, that adds more points at the end. So you do kind of want to go for certain cards, certain collections as you play.
Alright guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed kind of our summary of how the game works and the tidbits of the game. So let's go ahead and jump right in to the review and our opinions. So let's go ahead and start. As always guys, we're opening up with the theme. So I went ahead and gave this theme an A. I think it's a unique theme. I think it's a very fun theme. What drew me to the game was the theme with the cards and the puns and all those different things. And it's kind of cool how like there's a bunch of different regions and you have specific hunters. And so it's like, oh, I'm going to hunt the creature. I'm putting them in my park. I'm kind of capturing them. And that whole aspect of how that works. So for me, I think the theme is definitely an A here.
I agree. I gave the theme an A as well. I love the puns. I think they're super cute, and just trying to collect cards as I don't know what you call yourself. Well, with your hunters, you're trying to collect your cards. I just love it. It's cute.
All right, moving on to components. I went ahead and gave the components an A. For the cards themselves, I mean, it's just generic playing, like a 52 deck playing card material, so nothing special there. But I think the finish on the cards is really nice, and obviously the artwork on here is tremendous and beautiful, and then the names, being able to come up with, you know, like, okay, this is a goldfish, but it's a gold bar as a fish. Like, to me, again, that's just hilarious, and the artwork of being able to come up with all that stuff is just amazing. So, you know, in terms of the artwork and all that stuff, components, it's an A for me.
I gave it an A as well. I think the artwork is silly and kind of like that cute ugly. I think it's supposed to be that way, and I love it. It goes well with the game.
All right, moving on to setup. So setup, I gave it A+. It's super quick, super easy. Basically, all you're doing is you're shuffling the 4 decks in each region. You shuffle up the hunters in each region, and you go ahead and deal them out. And voila! I mean, I think on the box, like, let me look at the box. I believe it says here that it takes 3.5 minutes to learn and 15 minutes to play. Well, I think it takes like 3.5 minutes to set up. So quick, fast, easy, A+ for me.
I gave it an A. I think it's simple setup, nothing special to it.
All right, moving on to difficulty. I gave it an A. Remember, the higher rating is a good thing. So I think it's very easy. Again, you know, 3.5 minutes to learn. Took us really easy to learn. You're just putting down cards, you're collecting your cards, and then you're trying to match them up how you want to try and get the most points. So go ahead and give it an A for me.
I gave it an A+. I think it's super easy to learn, and it's got a lot of different components that change it up a little bit, but it's still easy. I mean, the point systems are on the cards.
All right, moving on to replayability. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a B+. I think that, again, like, you kind of know what you're getting with a smaller box game like this. There's not going to be a ton of cards, and so there's multiples of each number, right? So there's like 4 goldfish, like 3s and all that stuff. So after you play the game a couple of times, you've run through all the cards. And so, I mean, I'm not saying you're not having fun playing the game. You're having fun playing the game. It's just, after a couple playthroughs, you've seen the entire game, you've seen all the cards and everything. So while the replay value is good, it's not something that I would deem an A+. I think it's above average, but it's not that, you know, I would say, like, compared to Doomlings, right? Doomlings had like 500 cards. So that's kind of why I'm giving mine a B+. But it's still good.
Yeah, I rated the same, B+. It kind of gets a little repetitive, but not in a bad way. It's still a super fun game, and it changes up a little bit on which cards you're getting, which ones you're collecting, and which ones get mixed in as far as like the tornado or catapult. But yeah, it's a good game. I like it still.
All right, moving on to the last one is price. So again, I backed this on Kickstarter for 19 bucks. I think that's probably what it's going to retail at. Typically, smaller games like this is the price range. I'm just trying to think of other games like One Deck Dungeon is kind of smaller like this. Village Green is kind of smaller like this. Typically, these small games are going for about 15 to 20 bucks. Yeah. So I think this falls right in line with that. And so, I mean, for the game itself, the artwork, all that stuff, $19, I'm giving it an A. I think that's good quality. I think you're getting good value out of the game. I think it's a fun game to have. It's a unique game. And so I'm gonna go ahead and give this an A.
I gave it an A as well. I think price is great.
All right, overall ratings. So I kind of said a little bit of my overall thinking towards the end there in the price. I'm going this an A. I think this is a fun, cute little game for 2 players, maybe more. This is kind of like the cool, I would say, like, party game almost, that, like, I think a lot of people, like, I say party game, but because it can play up to 5, but I think this is a game that it's cool to have on your shelf, that not a lot of people, I think, would have. So it's like, hey, you want to play a game that's different with funny artwork and all this stuff? This is definitely a game like that. For 2 players, I think it's great because games are quick. It's oh, hey, let's play something silly. Let's play something cute. Let's play something fun. Yeah. Let's bust this game out. I'm glad I definitely backed it. I like the game. I'm excited about it. The artwork, again, that's what drew me to it. And so I think this is a great overall game for 2 players. So A for me.
Yep, I gave it an A as well. I think it's super Cute artwork, love the puns. It's a good 2-player game, and I think it would mesh well as if we added more players.
Yeah.
We actually have a game night next weekend. I think this will be a good one to bring with our friends. But it's a great game that I think will change up a little bit as we add players, or if you only have 2. And yeah, overall A.
All right. As always, guys, if you like this content and you like what we're doing here, please support us by subscribing. Please help us out with the algorithms by liking and commenting as well. We look forward to bringing you guys more reviews. Until next time, have a good one.
Bye.